Hey guys, it's Honey, the guy you never heard about or watched before. Mysticats videos have some inherent flaws with them, so I decided, let's fix them. I figured that if we were going to do anything first, we would do their circle. Now, I wanted to give the circle hitboxes and reduce the amount of time it took for the player to create it. If I'm being honest, I've actually done all of this already. I made the circle when coming up with the idea for the video, so let me go into how this works. The first thing we do is we summon an armor stand in the center of where we want the circle with the tag circle maker. We then, in front of that, summon 2 armor stands with smooth sandstone in their helmet slot and 2 armor stands with shulkers as passengers. We then give the armor stands with smooth sandstone in their helmet slots the rotation that this armor stand has, and then we rotate the armor stand by 5 degrees. After that, we can repeat the same process, and you can see that we end up with more. And if we repeat these over and over again, you will see that we do indeed start getting our circle. And all this is doing is basically automating all of this to repeat 72 times in the one tick. So if we reset it real quick, you can see that when I activate this, it all happens all within the one tick. Now the rotations do not show up straight away, and that is because Minecraft is broken, I've said it before, but it will show if I relog. If you wait long enough, they'll eventually correct themselves visually. It's already stored in their MPT data, but I'm assuming the game has to process what they have to look like in order for them to rotate, and that looks like this. We can then fill in the area around the circle by placing 4 blocks like this and some stairs in this arrangement. I was thinking that the next thing of Mysticat's I would do is his car. If you look at Mysticat's car and a real life car, you'll notice one huge difference. That's not how cars work! So what I want to do with Mysticat's car is make it rotate smoothly so you can travel on a diagonal or any angle you want, and also make it move smoothly so that instead of going block by block, it goes with me. I'm also going to be using armor stands with blocks in their helmet slots so that we can actually put some details into the car and make the car not look all blocky. However, if we make an armor stand teleport to where we're looking, it will also adjust upwards, and we don't want our car to rotate upwards with us. The way I've decided to fix this is by summoning an armor stand above my head and giving it my X rotation but not my Y rotation. I can then, from the armor stand that's above me, teleport an armor stand in front of it in a certain position, and this allows me to look up and down freely without moving this armor stand that is in front of me up or down. We can also then give this armor stand the X rotation that that armor stand has, allowing us to make it look in the right direction that we want it to look. And with that, we have our method of creating our car, and all we need to do is build up what the car will look like. So, if you give me 5 hours... It's been 2 months, and I have COVID now. But hey, is that going to stop me from making a video? Hell no, it's going to make me make a video. Now, obviously, I'm not done because I gave up for various reasons. My life got very busy, but I'll just show you what I have so far. This is meant to be the hood of the car. This tiny part of the car is made using 24 command blocks. This first row summons the armor stands, and then this one puts them into place, and that looks like that. Now, once I had a finished car, I was planning to take villagers and line them up around the perimeter of the car. This would mean that when you go to right-click the car, you right-click on a villager. That would teleport you into the driver's seat, at which point you would, be in the car and given the tag to be able to have the car move with you. You would then shift and you would be teleported outside of the car. But of course, I never finished the car, so we never got around to that. And yeah. Now, maybe I will finish the car if this video hits 10,000 likes. Yes, that's how much I don't want to do it, but if it does, I will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the quickfire round. First up, building beneath the void. Now, for this one, I'm going to be repurposing a scrapped video of mine. The idea was that you would be able to build outside the world border. Now, this contraption actually does work. I am able to build outside the world border. I'm using an armor stand to detect what block that I use, so I managed to grab the only block that I had in my inventory. So, if I were to grab any block from the creative inventory, I would be able to place that block anywhere I wanted it. And to further prove it, we'll go with pink concrete powder. Yeah, there you go. The only issue with this is that when you go outside the world border, you can no longer interact with the armor stand. So you are unable to build outside the world border. So I decided to modify this, make it a falling block and a shulker, which would allow it to be below the void, and for it to be any block that we want it to be. So now that we are under the void, we are able to place blocks down here, and those blocks can be any blocks that we want to. We just need to grab a random block from the creative inventory and place it, and that block will indeed place. Of course, it does not look like that block as of now, but that is because Minecraft is completely broken on the technical side. But again, if we relog, then the sand will be replaced with the block that is actually meant to be there. Now, of course, because they're shulkers, we can interact with them, which means that you are able to use whatever block you want under the void without having to set it up with the book. The first thing I did was 100 blocks to go up one block, and that looks like this. We're just using plain old shulkers and adjusting their peak value, and that allows us to have a staircase that goes up one block over the course of having to walk 100 blocks. Now, I knew I could do better, so I decided to do better. So the way this better system works is that it uses shulkers that are passengers of armor stands, and each armor stand is 0. That number above the previous one. It's ridiculous. The shulker at the bottom has a Y value of that number, and the shulker 96 shulkers later has a Y value of that number. This is a difference of 0.0000000000205. This means that to go up one block while using this staircase, you would have to travel 46,829,268,000,000 blocks. So with this, I can safely proclaim that I have the world record for most inefficient staircase. Now, I would love to go and create Mysticat's triangle. However, I've already done that. You should go watch that.